Hi everyone, I'm Ayomide and you're welcome to another episode of A Guide to Life. Thank you for joining me again today. I truly appreciate you. As usual, let's just do a quick recap on our last episode. Remember we talked about how the Israelites constantly complained, even in the wilderness, where God provided for them miraculously. And I reminded us that we are not too different from them. Sometimes we complain about our current situation, forgetting that we are living in answered prayers presently. We only need to look back and remember what we once prayed for to be more grateful in the present. So today we'll be diving deeper into the story of the Israelites, the stubborn and ungrateful people. They let fear and doubts rob them of their promises. God had already shown up for them in powerful ways. He brought them out of Egypt with signs and wonders. He parted the Red Sea for them. He fed them with manna from heaven. He basically just took care of them like they were babies, like our parents will feed us, bathe us, care for us. He guided them with a pillar of cloud by day and fire by night. He protected and sustained them. But you know what happened? When the Israelites reached the entrance of the promised land, when they got to Canaan land, everything fell apart again. Before they got to Canaan land, they were just a whole lot, like complaining, as I said in my last episode. Before they got to Canaan land, Aaron that was meant to be with Moses, that is like his second hand, or his right hand, or whatever you call it, who almost rebelled. He kind of rebelled against him because I remember there was a part of the Bible where Aaron and this other woman, I can't remember who, where they were like, oh, because Moses married a Cushite woman, why God talks to us so let us dethrone Moses kinda, organizing coup. That was like, how dare you do that to the person that I actually have chosen to lead you? And you know what God did? It caused the woman to have leprosy. And Aaron was like, when it was coming for Aaron, smart guy, he was already apologizing. I'm sorry, and this and this. And Moses still even interceded on the lady's behalf before God finally said, you know what, she's going to stay out there for 7 days, but she'll be fine. So after all of that, after they've tried to test God several times, they went through the wilderness and they got to the entrance of Canaan land, the promised land, where I'm taking it to. And God told Moses to send out scouts to explore Canaan land. These men spent 40 days examining the land and came out confirming it was everything God had promised. So Moses picked a tribe, or the leader of every tribe, as he sent 12 people into Canaan land to check how Canaan land is. Is there fruit? Are the people weak? How is it? Just to know before you confront somebody, you have to know what's going on there. You can't go in blindly. And when they came back, they were like, yeah, it's beautiful, rich, fruitful. But out of the 12 people that went out, 10 were emphasizing on the fact that there are giants there. We looked like grasshoppers beside them. I don't think we can defeat these people. They are so strong. Yes, there is food. Yes, the land is fruitful, is good, but I don't think we can defeat these people. They focused more on the giants, not the God that told them, go, I would give you this land. They were looking at the problem. It wasn't even yet a problem. Something that they think it was going to be a problem. Caleb, too strong in faith. Caleb even said, let's go. Like, you guys, stand up, let's go. We can certainly take these people. We can win the battle. We have God with us. But the others were like, nah, I don't think so. So these 10 people, like, they spread fear around the entire community and they began to panic and cry. The next morning, they were wailing, crying to the extent that it was so loud, so loud. And they were saying things like, why did God bring us out of Egypt? Was it to die in battle here? Why did God bring us out of Egypt? He could have left us to die in Egypt or even in the wilderness. They forgot who God is and they disrespected him. They treated him with contempt. And just like that, their promise slipped away. God became very angry at them. It was like, why can't these people believe me? What would it take for them to believe me? I wonder myself, you guys witnessed God's power like raw. You use your eyes to see how powerful He is. You watch how it part the old Red Sea. You saw manna fall from heaven and you're still doubting Him. Like, how can you even do that? And God was angry and God told Moses, you know what? I'm going to destroy these people. I'm going to destroy them, starting over again. And your descendants are the one that will be plentier, mightier, and all that. But Moses is a nice person. He's humble. Guy is a good man because guy. He interceded on their behalf again and said, if you kill these people now, the Egyptians would think that you were not as powerful as he said. You were not powerful. You are not powerful enough to take them into the promised land. That's why you killed them. God was like, okay, fine. I'm going to forgive them. But these people that said they wish they had died in the wilderness, they are going to actually die in the wilderness. They are not going to see the promised land. They are not going to see Canaan land. They are going to die. Their children are going to see Canaan land. And God said, these people were to scout Canaan land for 40 days. Each day they spent in Canaan land equals to a year for you. So you're going to spend 40 years in the wilderness. And I realized how their stupidity caused them 40 years. Not just 40 years. They will even see the promised land. They said they wanted to die in the wilderness. So God granted it to give them what they wanted. Only Joshua and Caleb, who honored God and believed in him, were promised to see the land. When they were like wailing, Moses was like, what are you guys doing? They bowed down, Moses and Aaron, I guess. They put their face on the ground. Caleb and Joshua tore their clothes like, what are you guys doing? You guys should not rebel against God. And you know what they did? They stoned them. So God said, you know what? You're going back to the wilderness. These people felt like, yeah, God is going to kill us now. No, let's just go to Canaan land that He asked us to go before. And Moses said, what are you guys doing? You guys should go back. You guys, God is not going to be with you. Go back. But they were so stubborn and they rushed and they attacked them and chased them away. Friends, we are often just like the Israelites. God has brought us far, protected us, provided for us. But when it's time to take the next big step, we let fear win. We let doubt rob us of God promise in our life. We cost our situation. We forget that we are already living in answered prayers. We forget how mighty God is, how big He is, how powerful He is. Some of us are standing at the edge of our promise, but our attitude, our words, our lack of trust are sending us backwards. Some of us are delaying our breakthrough simply because we won't believe. We won't trust in Him because we have little faith, because we forget real soon. We forget that this God, is not man, is powerful, is the creator of the universe. And when He asks us to go, then go. Even if the land looks like it's filled with giants, even if the problem looks like it's so big, even if your anxiety kicks in, even if your you're like, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, just go. When he asks you to go, obey. Don't question it. Got you. If he says it will be with you, then believe him. Even if you don't have all the answer, take the step. God will meet you there. Don't be like the Israelites who saw God move, but still did not trust him. Be like Caleb and Joshua. They're so bold and trusting. So please, guys, let's trust God more. Let's believe in Him more. I keep saying this over and over again. I cannot emphasize this enough. You need to let go of your worries, of your anxiety. You need to let go. He got us. He will always be there for us. But the only way we can strengthen our faith in God is if we keep reading our Bible, keep building our relationship with God. We keep believing because His promise is still alive and it's waiting for your faith to just match it. Until next time, bye.